What's going on, y'all? Um, I guess it's been a minute since I recorded anything. Guess I'll adjust this a little bit. There we go. So it's been a minute since I recorded anything. I wanted to take some time to really gather my thoughts. I think I've been approaching everything in life, including this, in a very lackadaisical way, drifting through things, and it has gotten me the results that I have. Um, I have a lot to be thankful for, but in the back of my mind, I know that I am not maximizing the time I have on Earth, and that's just an honest confession for me. I think a lot of the times I can easily conceptualize things that are external. It's easy for me to point things out or notice things externally that other people may not notice, but I'm not as adept internally. And I think that is reflecting in the things that I see for myself. Over the course of the past 2, 3 weeks, I guess you could say a month really, there's been a lingering thought in the back of my mind. And it was ultimately um, kind of the catalyst of that. I was chilling one day and I was asking myself, like, why don't I have $10 million? And ultimately, the only answer I could come up with is because I'm not maximizing this. I'm not getting the most out of myself, my spirit, my mind, my conscious, my work ethic, my body. I am, again, just coasting through stuff. And it's all encapsulated in the thought of I was chilling at home one day and I just asked myself, at 28, what if I was all I could be, what would I be? And it is, I started dreaming again. I started studying again. Not drawing as much, but I have coloring books now versus playing World of Warcraft all day. Um, Refraining from watching porn or sports as much. Refraining from overconsumption of food and just trash media in general. Not as much doom scrolling, not as much time on the phone, more time spent with God, myself, my thoughts, figuring out where I want to go. And even like in terms of at work, I can tend to be pretty absent minded at work because I have a team at work that can kind of cover some of those points that I'm missing. But I just made it a point since I've been back, going back to work, to really lock in, like really do tasks as they need completing in my relationship. I was the guy who, oh, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later. And even now I'm starting to see, not starting to see, but as I've shifted my mindset to being more helpful and timely with the help, I see how that can weigh on my partner. And I'm having to do a lot of the work backwards to get that taken care of, to do things, to be more, take more initiative so that that concept of who I was is able to be eradicated out of her mind. Definitely was being lazy. That's the only way to put it. And I remember I thought my mom was calling me lazy as a person. She was like, no, that you're not a lazy person. You're just being lazy. And now 16 years later, I understand exactly what that meant. So it's really a call to action to everybody as well. Like, come on this journey with me of self exploration, realization, maximization. I don't even think that's a word, but we maximize it. We just want to see. I want to see if I could be everything I can be, what would I be? And that question gets me excited again. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to say I gave up on this, but I was just lackadaisical with it. I'll be real. I don't necessarily know if I'm still looking for those metrics and numbers and subscribers. In a weird way, that still kind of holds the same. I'm not pursuing my highest self for adoration or I can't think of the word, but like admiration and props and all this stuff. That's not necessarily why I'm doing it. Just within myself. I think I've allowed aspects of my childhood to carry on for too long. I'm gonna be getting a therapist soon so we can work through some of this, but I don't want to be egotistical about my progression. I don't want to. Me reaching my highest point does not have to only be done by me. I realize that nobody has ever done it alone. My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, he had 12 people to assist him in what he wanted to get done. So that's where I am. I think my lack of effort it's kind of like a built-in excuse, because if I don't put in real work and it fails, I can always lean back on, well, it only didn't work because I didn't really try. But now it's more about trying, one, with the aim of improving what's going on with myself and others, but also just to see. Because in my mind, if me maximizing myself, I could be Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, and I'm excited to find out, like, are you really that though? Like, there's nothing wrong with it if that's not my peak, but I gotta see. I gotta see just how fast I can run, just how strong I can be, just how knowledgeable and creative I can be, how great of music can I make, art, understanding, helping, money, all of that stuff matters. Especially as I'm not 30, but I turned 29 next year. No, I turned 29 this year in March. And, this new year, I realized how centripetal everything is. It's circles. Happy New Year, St. Patty's Day, Valentine's Day, this birthday, XYZ, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and you just keep looping and looping. And I just want to break out of that some, but I know in order to do that, I have to be my highest self. The time that I want to spend with peers and friends, it is possible through me reaching my highest point and actually putting in the work. And me not doing that only hurts. It's a rough realization to realize that your life isn't how you want it to be because of you. It's easy to blame other things, but this is just about me taking accountability and moving forward in a way that slowly but surely builds that foundation for later on in life. And I implore all of y'all to do it as well. To be more patient, to be more understanding, creative, protective. Even like with boxing, when I box, it's very defensive. It's very, I don't want to get hit. If I don't punch you hard, you won't punch me hard. But I have to break out of that and learn to be assertive and decisive, to be dangerous, to have some sort of, dare I say, cruelty in my approach to that. Because it is required in life sometimes that you're able to bite down and just fight through it. That you're able to completely dominate something. That you're able to snuff out a flame. No embers, no nothing, completely gone. And these are just things I'm realizing about myself. We all have our own problems. We all have our own vices and childhood traumas to overcome. But this is just my invitation to you to come along with me. And we can do this together. We can both see what life can be for us. And I know it's not going to be overnight. It's January 2nd at 10. Me and my girl got into a bit of a quarrel there. Comes with the territory. But I have to realize that part of it is still my training. It's still my inability to overcome that laziness, that battle within. But God willing, the way that I'm growing and the way that I'm going to grow, the things that I'm approaching and implementing, they will be appealing to Him. They won't be destructive to me or those around me. I just want to improve. I want to see, again, if I was everything I could be, what would I be? And that's just the message for this. It's tough because when you're in life, I'm getting so absorbed with myself internally that sometimes I forget to record or forget to, do that kind of stuff. But I realize I have to be more inclusive with this journey so that you guys feel more attached to it. Because I want to ultimately inspire. Making money from this is going to be cool. I know it's down the road. It'll take some time. I'll probably reinvent, have a new approach, all that other good stuff. But the plan is for you to feel inspired. The plan is for you to see me do it, and in that way, it's possible for you, if not more. Because there's an infinite amount of potential in all of us. And the cold, hard truth is unrealized potential is the same as potential that's not even there. So let's do the work on ourselves first. Make up the bed, clean the house, wash the dishes, vacuum, brush our teeth, floss, cut your hair. You know what I'm saying? Buy those flowers, buy those cards. Be an active lover, an active son, daughter, niece, nephew, auntie, uncle, brother, sister, dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever you are, whatever age, just the call to be more. And from that, we'll slowly but surely, one person at a time, make the world a better place. But those are just my thoughts. I may be wrong, but I gotta see. And with that, I'm out.